Hey, hello residents. It's been a while since we played this. Um, so if anyone needs a refresher, I will put the first episode of the series in the card right now. Hopefully I will remember to. Really hoping. It's been a while since we've done this. We're going to be playing TODO today again. I am very excited. It's been a while. So let's jump right in. Wait. Which Good morning, Jade. Did you sleep well? Yes, and good morning, voice. Also, thanks for not waking me up for once. Of course. After all, I'm here to help, not to change your routine. Today is another day off, I take it? Yes, I only have 2 regular work days, and why did I add the and? What? I can read, I promise. Because I originally wanted to work on my art on the side. But then you gave up. You have your way with words, you know? I can't even say anything. I've had a lot of times where I'll, have the goal to work on an art project that day, and then I don't. I just give up on it halfway through. That may have happened yesterday. I Who can tell? Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Thanks. Anyway, I'm supposed to write my first report about you today, right? Yes. Please be honest. Your feedback will be vital. Not only for improving the program itself, but also for improving me. Right. On that note, though, how long exactly will this program last? It can be terminated at any given time, but in general, it lasts for at least a month. But they give out the money already after the first report? That might seem strange at first, but the most valuable feedback usually comes after the first week. First impressions met. I am so sorry. This is why I could probably never do ASMR or storytelling. I just can't talk. First impressions matter after all. And in this particular situation, they can be rather strong too. So there's no more money after the first week. Not to sound greedy, I'm just wondering. Well, most of the time people either stop after the first week or continue voluntarily. So no payment for any additional weeks. You're free to keep the AI for a little longer though. Well, I guess that's something. So you like having me around? Well, I'd say it's nice. I like Joyce. Joyce is really cute. I like them. I mean, it's also a little weird, but you know. I didn't really feel lonely since you appeared. And it's easy to talk to you. I'm really happy to hear that, Jade. Don't make too big of a deal out of it. I mean, you're built to adapt to whoever you're around, right? Yes, but that person still has to be open up to, ah! Yes, but that person still has to open up or it won't work. I am so sorry you guys put up with me. I apologize. Also, if you hear anything in the background or if hear any kind of banging, there is currently a gnat problem going on at my house, so might have to pause recording to handle that. If that happens, I apologize. But yeah, sorry, I'm rambling. Let's go. Yes, we got some trust. Oh, the blush is cute. But enough of this. I'm out working on some art today. It's been over a day since last time already. I suppose I could work for the competition. It's only a few more days until the deadline. Man, why didn't I see this earlier? Finishing this before Wednesday will be tough. So, do you want to work on it? I don't know, Ugh, all at once, huh? Hello, Miss Cardover. Jade, my dear, I'm calling because I still haven't found anyone for today's afternoon shift. Oh, that's very short notice. Yes, I'm sorry. I wanted to find someone else first because you perform morning shifts, but nobody was available. Would it be possible for you to work today? Well, uh, we really need the money. For priorities. Priorities. I get the money, pay our rent. Really want to do the art. Ugh. Sure, I mean, this does throw over what little plans I had for the day, but I'll help out. Thank you, Jade. I really appreciate this. Alright, see you later then. Yes, bye, Jade. Well, I guess I'll have to get ready then. So, no work for the competition. No, not today, I guess. I feel so sad about that. Feels a bit strange to come here so often. I need the money. Jade, I'm glad you can make it here so quickly. Sure, thanks for calling me. Afternoons are usually a little more exhausting than your usual shift, but today seems to be fairly relaxed. Well, you know what to do. I'll leave the shop to you then, Jade. Alright, let's do this. Looks like Phoenix isn't here today. Welcome to Card Over Books. How can I help you? Surprise me. What? I want you to surprise me. So you just want to buy a random book? No, I want you to think about what book might be to my liking. Oh, no, you do. Sorry, this isn't how things work here. I shall talk to the manager if that's the case. Oh god, it's a Karen. Or Kyle. Is there a gender neutral form of Karen? I don't know. Let's keep going. She's not available right now. You're not lying, are you? Well, I shall give you one more chance then. Ugh. What kinds of books do you think I like? Tomes. Something enigmatic. It's about riddles. I want to go with something enigmatic. Yes, I'll take that. But on to the next question. Oh dear. Um. Let's humor him. Let's see. Is the male form of Karen Kyle? Okay. Alright, what have you got? That's the spirit. But I'm sorry to disappoint. I actually didn't have another question. What the? My dude! My dude! What? Why would you do that? Just wanted to test your willingness to help me. Oh my god. So, did I pass? I am positively surprised. You seem to know exactly what a customer might want. Okay, but I'll ask you again, is there anything you want to buy? Yes, I'd like a cookbook. A cookbook. I... Let's go. Let's just... What was the act for then? Act? Do you want to look around yourself or do you need a recommendation? I'll look around, but maybe I'll come back to that offer. Please don't. I regret everything. I really don't envy whoever has this shift normally. Hello, I'm looking for a book for my son. Please be a better customer than the last person. Sure, is there anything particular he is interested in? Right now it's mostly fantasy books. I thought it was only a phase, but he's been reading them as if there's no tomorrow. There is no such thing as a phase when it comes to fantasy. I am a big fan of fantasy. Anything of that genre. I will admit that. Let's see. We have a few options here. Um, Modern fantasy? I don't know if it would be to his liking, but how about some modern fantasy to change things up a little? Well, maybe I should talk to him first before buying this. Thanks for the suggestion. Was that a bad suggestion? Maybe I should have gone something long. I don't know. Alright, well, feel free to come again after you asked him. Still haven't sold anything. Probably not my fault, but oh, another customer. Jade, what a surprise! Oh, Miss Pendergast! This will probably be a little more relaxed at least. So you really are working here more often. What a nice surprise. Did you finish your book already? Yes. It really was as good as you told me. Not my expertise. But then again, this is from one of my favorite authors. Good to hear that you liked it. Do you look for something specific today? Not particularly, but if you have a suggestion, I'm all ears, Jade. Let me save. Probably don't really need to. I'm doing it anyways. I do have a suggestion. Remember that space opera trilogy you read a while ago? Yes, that rugged old captain still visits me in my dreams occasionally. Well, there's a spin-off series running right now that you might be interested in. Oh, is that so? I'll definitely check it out then. Thank you, Jade. Sure, that's €7.99. This is my favorite bookstore for a reason. Is there anything else I can help you with? No, that's all. Thanks, Jade. Alright, looks like my shift is almost over. I think I saw snow earlier. Good. Wonder what they're up to today. Small. Writing against snow? Yeah. Need to finish this before Monday. Oh, I didn't know you had time constraints. Well, I need to finish it eventually, so why not finish it before Monday? Oh man, I wish I had been this organized when I was your age. You're still not as organized as I am. Way to rub salt in the wound. I can feel that in my soul. It wounds me. But not like I can argue, yeah. Anyway, when can I read the story? You're gonna post it once it's done? Don't know. This is only a test, so probably not. If it goes well, you might get to read it in one way or another, though. Eventually. Aw, okay. I won't rush you. Can't write for the life of me. Especially not as quickly as you. Not that quick. Please, remember that light novel you wrote in a single weekend? Why's that so weird to say? I'm doing my best not to. Corporate vampires turned me into a ghost, and now I have to unionize like lycanthropic ferrets to make them pay. What? It was great! I still cringe just hearing that title. It was the good kind of cringe, like a camp movie in book form. But at least it showed me that comedy isn't my forte. And that you really shouldn't try to write a book in a weekend. What are you talking about? I'm still proud that I have one of the 3 print copies you made. Oh god, poor Snow. Anyway, my shift is over, so I'll go home now. I kinda want to read that light novel again. Please don't. No promises. Bye, Snow. God damn. Even beside the fact that I had to pitch in so suddenly, today's workday was more exhausting than usual. That Kyle probably. Sometimes I wonder why I decided to work in retail. I'm not good with people, but somehow the work still manages to be fun sometimes. Maybe it's being around books all day. Or maybe it's just Miss Cardover in the snow. Either way, I went home exhausted, I quickly went to bed after a brief dinner. I really do prefer morning shifts after all. I am not made for coming home from work and having to go to bed soon after. Good morning, Jade. How are you today? Tired? It's noon already. That doesn't change anything. I'd like to relate, but I don't get tired. Lucky you. I think this is the first time I genuinely envy you. No need to envy me. You're fine just as you are. Well, after being at the bookstore yesterday, how do you feel about working on some art today? There is a competition right around the corner after all. Could I please agree not to talk about things like that right after I wake up? Let me at least take a shower. Understood. I should remember that you aren't fully functional right after booting up. Yep. That's one way to put it. Well, we'll talk about your plans for the day when you're ready. Thanks. I'll go get ready then. When he appeared, Joyce told me to think of him as my virtual... Why did I say it like that? At that point, I didn't think it would entail waking me up and going over my plans, both short and long term, so regular. He even managed to make it feel perfectly natural. Guess it has its good sides. Still. By the time I was eating breakfast, the topic was brought up again. Just as promised. Although this time I didn't have a valid excuse not to talk about it. So I just obliged. But really, about that competition. I still think it's a great chance for you to test your ambitions with relatively little risk. Little risk? If I lose, I'll probably also lose this apartment. That's not little risk at all. If you give it your all. Even if you give it your all. Even if you give it your all, you can still lose the apartment. For someone who is supposedly all rational, you sure sound naive at times. It's optimism. I can show you the data of my predictions if you want. I'm certain you will be more than likely to win. You just put enough effort into it. And if you rig it. I couldn't adding that in. You only worked on your entry once so far, but you still have a chance if you keep at it. So how about it? You want to work for the competition today? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, why not? You do have a point. I should probably try to be more optimistic as well. So, thanks for giving me a push like that occasionally. Of course, that's what I'm here for after all. I've really come to enjoy watching you draw. Thanks. Alright, I guess I'll get started then. What's on the agenda for today? I'll start adding details today. It works well enough that I can refine everything some more. Now I'll make sure the colors work well for the atmosphere. Alright, I look forward to seeing it. Let's get to work. At this point, drawing has started to feel like a regular habit again. Work ended up being pretty focused. I draw and only occasionally forgot to eat, to drink or take a break. Apparently Joyce had been reading up on art theory. At first I was a little annoyed when he started suggesting things, but as rare as they were, his suggestions were usually on point. I suppose getting defensive before even considering his feedback was a knee-jerk reaction. But in my defense, most of the time when others suggest something while you're still in the middle of work, they point out mistakes you are already aware of. Thinking about it, it's kind of creepy how Joyce seems to have a fairly good grasp on how my brain works. Is this the future we're headed to? That's kind of scary. In the end, I didn't really get a chance to contemplate that thought. My focus was on what was slowly building up on my... To be honest, I had a great time watching it take shape. Oh my gosh. It's getting better and better, Jade. Are you done for the day? Yes, I think so. I don't think I'll be able to stay very focused now. Looks like really good progress. Well, you did get a good chunk of work done today. Ah, why do I keep adding words? Well, you did get a good chunk of work done, so no worries. Thanks, you were actually pretty helpful, to be honest. Glad to hear that. I was worried I was talking into your process too much. It was fine. Great. I hope your work pays off in the end. Yeah, me too. Do you have any other plans for today? Well, no. Then why don't you go out for a little bit? What? I know you I know you like being cooped up in here, but you should still go outside once in a while. I'm not all that good being around people. I'm not saying you should go to any crowded places. Just take a walk, enjoy the late afternoon sun, spend some time away from screens, something like that. That's sort of strange coming from someone who literally exists inside of a screen. To be precise, I don't exist within the screen. I'm merely displayed by it. Alright. My point still remains, though. Yes, but how about it? Well, why are people suddenly calling me so often? Not Miss Cardover for once. Hello? Hello, Jade. This is Phoenix. Oh, hey, Phoenix. Sorry for calling you out of the blue. Miss Cardover gave me your number and said I could call you if I had any questions. Oh, so you have a question? Yes, sort of. I only moved here recently and still don't know the town very well. You want me to show you around? Not quite. I was just wondering if there are any good cafes in the area. Hmm. Yeah, there's one I go to occasionally if I feel like it. Want me to give you the address? Oh, thanks, but would you care to join me there tomorrow? Is Phoenix asking me out on a date? I mean, I know we don't know each other very well, but I enjoyed talking to you. And Miss Cardover said you're an artist? Oh, yes, when I find the time at least. Great, I love art, but there's usually no one to talk about it with. I don't mean to pressure you or anything. Listen, meeting another artist is fantastic. I love it. Great. So would you like to go out for a coffee and chat? Um, two different kinds of affection. Hey, sure. Sure, that sounds good. Sometime around noon, maybe? Yes, that would work. No problem, let's just meet up at the intersection next to the bookstore. Not far from there. Alright, see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. That's great. Spending time with other people will surely be a good change of pace. I suppose, but this isn't really a big deal, honestly. Just a chat between coworkers. Mm-hmm. Still a good thing to happen. But back to my original question. Why don't you take a short walk today? Guess there's no harm in doing that. Yes, exactly. So much fresh air in just one weekend. I feel like you're already living a lot healthier, Jade. So I actually went for a walk that afternoon. I didn't really think about it, but somehow I went to the street I'll meet Phoenix at tomorrow. Well, the area is pretty nice. Joyce asked me if I wanted to install that app he talked about. To leave the apartment for once, too, as he put it. Frankly, I enjoyed the brief time I had where I wasn't being monitored by an AI, and most likely also the company behind it. Maybe I'll take Joyce with me some other time. I get that it's frustrating to be stuck inside this room, though. He can't even change his viewpoint now that I think about it. Was it mean to flat out deny his request? Well, either way, the walk was pretty enjoyable. It wasn't exactly warm yet, but it did feel more like spring than it did a couple of weeks ago. By the time I was walking back home, the sun began to set. This really does look nicer from outside. I should go outside, bro. But if I say that in front of Joyce, I'll never hear the end of it. Anyway, maybe it really is helpful to have him around. I mean, once you get used to the peculiar details of our situation, Joyce really does his best to help me. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll meet up with Phoenix. To be honest, I still can't really tell what kind of person Phoenix is. Although, regardless of what is going to happen tomorrow, this turned out to be a really nice way to ring out the day. That was a pretty good day, I'd say. Rhyme totally intentional. I thought I left pretty early, but it looks like Phoenix is already here. Hey, Phoenix. You didn't have to wait long, right? Oh. Hey, Jade. No, I just got here myself. Well, that's good, at least. The cafe is just down the street and to the right on the next intersection. Alright. So you wanted to talk about art? Yeah, but I don't feel obligated to talk about it. I just thought we could start with an interest we share. What kind of artist are you? Don't know. I just draw when I get the chance to. But I like digital painting. I usually end up drawing characters. For a while, I actually tried to seriously get into character concept art. Oh, did it not work out? Well, I'm still only working at the bookstore. Right. You have a portfolio? I'd be interested to see what you draw. Not online. And it's pretty outdated. Oh, too bad. Well, this is the cafe. Oh, this looks interesting. I'm not very good at tones, if you haven't noticed. Didn't I mention? It's pizza themed. But don't worry, their sweets are great. I don't mind trying something new. Oh, hello, Jade. The usual table, I take it? Oh, not today. A table for two, please. Alright, how about the one at the window? Sure, thanks. Conversation kind of ended, but geez, I'm bad at small talk. What do you even talk about when meeting someone new? Talk about the weather. Let's ask why Phoenix is interested in art. So, what drew you to art? Was that I'm not intended I was about to say? I think it started when I was a kid. My mother is the curator of a museum in my hometown, and I spent a big portion of my childhood around paintings and sculptures. I got interested in art history and spent almost all of my free time reading through the books we had at home. I even studied it for 2 semesters, but eventually switched majors. The practical side of art just ended up being more enjoyable for me. But I'm so glad I spent so much time learning about all these different kinds of art. So you are an artist? Yeah, but I'm only freelancing right now. And even that isn't profitable enough, so I looked for a part-time job. I know what you mean. Although I'm not even freelancing. I moved to the area because it's pretty good for job hunting. You moved just for that? Well, it's complicated. I had to leave my previous apartment and figured I might as well move somewhere completely different. There are a bunch of different studios and companies and cities around here. It's only a matter of time and effort to find something. Yeah, I hope so. So have you found anything yet? Why my voice go even higher? Nothing that's certain, but I've only just started seriously looking for a job. Can I get your order, or do you need more time? I'll take an iced coffee and some simple sweet stack pizza. Alright, and for you? The Italian cappuccino with coconut syrup and a slice of the persimmon persimmon marzipan cake, please. Why is it so hard for me to say? I just have difficulty talking, guys. I'm sorry. Sure, coming right up. This feels a lot more like an Italian restaurant than a cafe. Definitely, just wait until you get your cake. Even looks like a slice of pizza. Yours sounds interesting too, though. It's basically just pancakes with some topping. You come here often? As much as I used to. I don't really have the money to eat out a lot, but I love their home menu. Oh. I think I still have an extra voucher from their newsletter. I can send it to you if you want. That way we can both get it for a couple bucks less. Thanks, that would be great. Alright, I still have your number from yesterday, so... Oh, that's so cute! Wait, is that one of those limited edition Star Slayer Kira phone straps? You know the series? Yes, I've watched it with my little sister. I tried getting one of those phone straps for her back when they were released, but they were sold out so quickly. Gosh, yeah, getting this was a struggle. But now I have to ask, are you by chance into anime? Sorry, just this one series. If I had more free time, I might check out some others though. Alright, Star Slayer is tough to get into, so I didn't think it was your first. Let's ask further. So how'd you get into the series? My sister told me about it and it sounded pretty interesting. She's really into these things, and after watching a couple of episodes, I was hooked too. Also, the beginning's a little hard to understand, but it's so worth it to keep watching. Are you and your sister close? Sort of. We don't get to talk very often. She's in college now, and most of the time I'm busy as well. But aside from how often we talk, we're pretty close. Do you have any siblings? I'm an only child. Oh, okay. But still, I can't believe you're into this series of all things. Oh, who's your favorite? Mine's got to be Miko-chan. I like Kira. Kira's great, but she's a little too much of a goody two-shoes for me. Isn't Miko kind of like that as well? Yes, but at least she has that twist that she's always super embarrassed by being so talented. Also, she's cute. Yeah. Here you go. Iced coffee and simple sweet stacked pizza for you. And Italian cappuccino and persimmon marzipan cake for you. Buon appetito. I don't think I said that right at all. I'm pretty certain that I butchered it. You're right, this really does look like pizza. How did they get the marzipan to look like this? It's almost like real cheese. I have no idea. That sounds like it'd be so trippy. Like, it looks like a pizza but doesn't taste anything like a pizza. I seriously considered applying for a job to find out, but I felt like I might stop appreciating it once the mystery is solved. Do you like it? It's great. I'll definitely come here again. Yes! I think we wooed her. That was so weird. I am not a sim. I immediately think of Sims when I think of like wooing. Or like those really old shows and movies and stuff. I don't know. Just immediately what comes to mind. Honestly, didn't think I'd be able to talk to Phoenix so freely. I mean, I still call her a little aloof, but liking Kira is definitely a plus. I'd be interested to see what Phoenix draws too. We didn't really go into specifics. And I didn't bring it up again because I don't have much to show that isn't either embarrassingly old or embarrassing to begin with. Maybe I'll get to see it at some point. We talked some more while eating. Sometimes she got carried away while talking about something that's important to her. It was kind of endearing. There's this sort of stoic image you get when looking at Phoenix. Maybe that's not all there is to her. Eventually we were finished eating, but we kept talking for a bit longer. This afternoon ended up being surprisingly pleasant. Maybe I should spend time with friends more often. I consider Phoenix a friend. I mean, we barely know each other, but I really shouldn't over-rationalize this. The last time I did that, I ended up feeling incredibly lonely. We're co-workers. And maybe we'll end up being friends, who knows. But I'd say any encounter that ends with food is a good encounter. I agree. Was everything to your liking? Yes, thank you. Are you paying together? No, yeah, I'll pay. Wait, it's alright, I can pay for myself. Don't worry, it's my treat. Thanks. This was nice, Jade. Yeah, I thought so too. I'll be a bit busy next week, but let's do something like this again. Sure. Well, I need to go that way. See you at the bookstore. Yeah, see you. Welcome back, Jade. Did you have fun spending time with your coworker? Yes, it was very successful. Yeah, it was surprisingly nice. That's great. You weren't here the whole time, were you? I've been meaning to ask you for a few days now, but do you actually turn on my computer by yourself? I just came back here once it was clear that you'll return. And yes, it might seem intrusive, but it's actually a feature designed to make this easier for you. I can't believe I agreed to just let some company into my personal life like this. You did agree to our terms of service. But do you really expect people to read all of that? Yes, why wouldn't you? No one reads terms of service. Or at least most people don't. I don't think I've ever met anyone who actually, read the entire terms of service. Anyway, now that you're back, how do you feel about working on some art? Can't you at least let me rest for a minute after coming back home? Sorry, but the question remains. There are only a few days left in the competition after all. Alright, you probably won't let go of it anyway. Let's work for the competition. I'll work for the competition. If I don't do it today, when will I? That's the spirit. So what is the next step? I'll add more details today. The value is mostly worked now, so it's about refining everything else. Okay, I'll leave you to it then. So once again, I sat down to draw. Let's work. Do it. It was really taking shape now. That looks so good. So far that looks amazing. Once I was done working on my illustration, I briefly ate something and went to bed. Today was exhausting, but I think it was worth it in the end. Monday, March 13th, morning. And this is where we will leave off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all you residents. Some quick news before we officially end. This will be the last series I do using this model. And then I'll be switching to my Bunny model, which is what I'm rebranding to. You will see all the new overlays. Gonna try. I've made my own outro music, so I'm really hoping you guys will enjoy that. Got so many new things coming, and I really hope you guys will stick with me to see it and beyond that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. If you watched the whole video, let me know by commenting. I don't know. Comment your favorite part about this series so far, about this visual novel that we are playing, and yeah. If you have any feedback, let me know. If you liked the video, I've done my job. If you felt entertained at all, I am happy. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. 美しい瞳がゆっくりと開く名前呼べば微笑んでくれたねまどろな世界に柔らかな日差し輝く君が愛おしい不意におかしな顔して